Welcome back to part 2 of cleaning up after the sub-zero temps. Now that all the stalls are clean, it's time to clean the rest of the barn. Since our horses were in for 3 days, they got their alfalfa mash everywhere. We cleaned the bars in the front of the stall first. Pro tip, use your tall husband to reach the high parts of the bars. The alfalfa mash gets caked on from the horses hanging their heads out while they eat, so we need to give them a good scrub down with soap and hot water. Zeke pulls the tack trunks to the wash stalls for a quick wash and rinse. We'll let them dry in the wash stall and move on to cleaning the rest of the barn. Next, we sweep the barn aisle. We go down each side and sweep all of the hay and debris to the middle and make individual piles to pick up. When it comes time to blow the barn out, the less on the ground, the cleaner we can get it. It does take a bit more time, but it really cuts down on the dust. The barn is actually starting to look normal again. Next, it's time to blow out the barn. We really take our time with this as we are a facility that has vets coming in and out a lot. Since our barn is so clean, the vets feel comfortable performing minor operations on property. This saves our boarders a ton of money not having to haul to the clinic. We also blow out our gator every day as shavings and manure gets everywhere. You can see that Zach not only uses the blower on the floor, but the tops of each stall as well. This is the most satisfying part of the day by far because as soon as the blowing is done, the barn looks and feels super clean. We only use the blower when the horses are outside as we would never want to spook them or get excess dust in their airways. While Zach finishes up blowing the barn, I make a water-based cleaner that Zeke calls our potion. We use about 5 ounces of pine-scented cleaner and dilute the rest with hot water. Zach waters the floor of the barn with the potion to keep dust down and to sanitize the floor a bit. The pine leaves a fresh scent in the barn, and when done daily, we don't get that musty barn smell. Little details that really makes our barn look, smell, and feel clean and fresh. Hi kitties! Now we can prep dinner grain. We like to use Triple Crown products across the board so their nutritional needs are being met and calculated by the same standards. Each horse has their own individual plan and supplements. We'll get into the benefits of certain supplements in another video. Horses get fed grain in the morning and then at dinner when they come in for the night. We also prep night check while we're in the feed room. We feed 1 pound of alfalfa pellets per horse at around 9 p.m. just to make sure everyone is feeling good and to get some extra water and feed in. We soak them in hot water for at least 2 to 3 hours before feeding so the pellets have time to expand in the wheelbarrow and not in the horses' stomachs. Next, we bring all the horses in for the night. Buckets and hangers are pulled once they are done with their grain. Doors are checked to make sure they're closed, the heaters are turned on, lights are turned off, and everyone is tucked in for the night until night check. Here's the final walkthrough of the efforts of the day. It was a long one, but worth it to give our horses and boarders the best barn experience that we can. I know everyone in our household will sleep great tonight. Thanks for following along.